Time for some Korg M01D hours. Yeah, tutorial session today. So I'll be going over how Korg M01D works. Let's take a look. Korg M01D, there we go. There it is. As a quick overview, Korg M01D, it's an 8-track step sequencer with up to 64 steps per scene, so it's a lot of notes. Each note, you can have up to 16,384 notes per song. That's using up all the memory. So 16,000, that could be a fun little challenge to hit. Actually, now that I think about it, a song with 16,384 notes. Yeah, all the sounds are waveform data, and they're all based on the Korg M1 music workstation. The Korg M01D includes 342 different sounds, 308 conventional sounds, and like 34 drum kits, and a total of a 24-note max polyphony. So only 24 notes can play at once, but that's a lot of space to make sounds. You can make lots of chords that way too. And then the total amount of songs you can save are 360 songs. I guess I've only made 3 pages of music. It's gonna be a while before I hit that 360 limit. Play is the most important one, that's where you make your tunes, yeah. Data exchange, you can exchange data locally or over the internet. Street Pass is such a nice little feature they added to, where you can set a song. Yeah, I currently have my Miiverse song set up. So if you walk by me, if I have my 3DS set up, you can receive my Miiverse drum and bass remix. There was an old trick where if you set like a router's SSID, if you set the name of the router to like a Nintendo zone, back in the day, you would receive Street Pass data from it. And I did do that to get some songs. So that was kind of fun. Oh, and MIDI file export. Yeah, you can choose a song to export to MIDI. It's all exported as a piano data, I think. But yeah, it's all exported as a file. Only one file, like an M01D.MIDI file. Put that into a DAW, you can like adjust the sounds properly. So it's nice for jotting down ideas and then exporting it. Options here, button config just swaps the D-pad with the face buttons here. Screen brightness makes it really bright, I guess. The demo songs are here for you to check out. We have the demo songs from the original Korg M01. So you can see like little tricks that they do to make songs sound cool. What's extra? I can't remember. You can make a lot of styles of music with the Korg M01D. There's so many instruments to use. There was one more too that I want to find. Yeah, this one. You can go pretty crazy with Korg M01D. I guess before we go into the actual tutorial itself, I could show off some of my songs like real quick. So these are like songs that I made on Korg M01D. Night Drive. One of my favorites that I made. I went crazy on the drum kit for this one. Yeah, all these notes here, yeah. The one that I made recently, Stage of Death. Sounds like old Soul Calibur music. This song is from Xenogears. Yeah, I did the Xenogears cover. I wanted to get familiar with Korg M01D again, so I made this cover. I do all of my covers by ear, so I listen really carefully to get that right pitch. And I just jot it down with the piano, listening carefully, trying to isolate each instrument. I guess we can go straight into making some tunes now. So let's check out the initial setup. Okay. You press the X button to play. Oh wait, there's a lot of shortcuts to use with M01D for navigation. You can use Y and A to go to the next scene. If you press B, it should go down. Yeah, when you're in the sequencing scene here, you can still go down. And you can keep track of your position with track 3 over here. Track 4. You can also press like this button here to move left and right between all of the scenes. If you hold down the L button, you can hop by 10, so it's quick navigation too. That was really handy back at the original Korg M01, but with M01D we have the circle pad over here. This makes things a lot easier for navigation, since you can just slide this around and it goes really quickly. I guess we can start by picking sounds. So these are all the sounds you can pick. There's a bunch of them. There's also more pages to the sounds too. So over here, we're on the M1 sound bank. If we pick this one, it's linked like that. This is underneath the 01W. And if you click EX also, you can get more sounds. So there's three libraries like this. AUD over here stands for audition, and you can use that to like audition a sound. So if I want to hear what this piano sounds like, you just press this button. And if you want to do some like sound adjustment, you can adjust the attack and release down here. So if this piano sounds a little too hard at the beginning, if you turn up the attack by tapping on the icon and then dragging it up or down, or left and right, that works too. You can adjust the attack, so now it starts off quietly and then it becomes louder. For the release, hear how it like cuts off really quickly? If we lengthen the release, it plays for a lot longer. Instead of adjusting the attack by using the touchscreen like this, you can also just select the icon, select the box, and use the D-pad up and down to change the number. You can press right to go to the release and change that there too. And if you want to go back to its default value, just choose a different sound and go back to the original. When it comes to the drum kit, it works the same way, except in this case you have all the drum sounds here. Got the ride cymbal, crash cymbal. Yeah, all of the sounds are here. Oh, what does L stand for? It is the volume. Level? Audio level. Oh, you're right, level, you're right. Thank you, 900 cubes. So you can adjust the level of the sound there. T is for tune. Okay, it's not pitch, it's for tune. So you can tune the sound too. And over here, P is for pan. So you can adjust the panning. There we go, and to the other side. And yeah, you can adjust that with all the drum kit sounds. So you can get really particular with this kind of thing. Okay, let's check the keyboard. It's just your usual keyboard. You can't play chords because the Nintendo 3DS is a, was it, resistive touchscreen? So it only works with one input. And if you do two inputs, it just goes straight to the middle. But you can do chords like this. I was just saying earlier that you can't play chords with the keyboard because the DS is a single touch screen. But you can easily play chords with the KAOSS Pad here. Let me change the key signature first, or the scale. We'll do major pentatonic, my usual. Over on here it says mono, right? You can change that to chord 2, so now it plays 2 notes at once. Chord 3 gives you 3 notes at once. You can do some pretty wacky wacky solos with this, with chords too. That's the cool thing about it. And then you can also do 4 chords. Hey, 4 notes? Oh, wait, now that I'm thinking about it, there's a lot of stuff I have to go through. Okay, we can record things easily using the record button over here. 2, 3, 4. Oh, whoa, I went to the next pattern because I didn't loop it. So if I want to stay on one pattern, I got a loop right here. 5-hour stream of explanation, let's go. I'll go through every single sound and explain them individually. If I want to make some chords, easy peasy, I can use the KAOSS Pad. As long as you pick the right scale and work within that scale. So in this case, I'll stick to major pentatonic over here. I guess I'll explain here now. So here, this is where you change your tool to do the adjustments for the song. So the first one is the select. You can just drag it, move it around, place it wherever you want. And yeah, you can only adjust it when the song isn't playing. When the song is playing and you click it, it just brings you into the sequencer. Like that. Other tools include the copy tool. You can just copy it here like that, copy it here like that. You don't have to copy each one individually to the next scene every time too, like this and that. You can just hold the one up here, then you can copy the entire column So this is good for organizing songs. Same with moving. If you want to like adjust the position of your notes, you can just select the number and move the whole thing. And if you want to delete a column, just go erase that. There's a difference between erase and delete. Okay, I have to explain that when I get there. Erase just erases a scene, one box. What delete does is that it moves the boxes closer. So it like deletes that box and then everything comes like closer. How to explain that? I'll have to show it. So if I want to delete the entire column of 3, these notes should be shifted forward over here. Yeah, like that. Sure you want to? Yep. Yeah, so deleting is good if you want to shorten a song. It's a strong tool though. Erase is probably your best bet to go with that one instead. And insert, it adds a space in between. Okay, settings. Here's where you can set your tempo. Yes, yes, yes. The master step is how big each scene can hold notes. So with 16 master step, we have 16 spaces to put notes down. 13, 14, 15, 16 notes. Let me quickly erase all of that by going to the erase tool, then dragging, and then clicking to delete. Yeah, with the step, you can change the amount of how long each pattern will be. The master step, if you wanted to do a 4/4 beat, you stick to 16 or intervals, or like double 16, so 16 or 32. I know 64 is the big one. If you wanted to make a waltz, you can chop this down 1, 2, 3, 4 to 12. 32 is the best for music work. Anything higher gets counterproductive with scrolling. I agree. When I made the Xenogears cover for Stage of Death, I did work in 32s for that song. It's the most efficient for saving space and making the most of the space that you have. I agree. Swing, you can change the bounciness of a song. Let's add some swing to this beat. And scene lock over here is good for performance. If scene lock was off, they kind of just suddenly play when you click the next pattern. But if you turn on the scene lock, you can preemptively choose a next pattern to play. Additionally, with the settings stuff here, you can adjust the tempo and the step for each pattern individually. So if you wanted to get really crazy with your time signatures and the speed of your songs, you can adjust them here. A really cool technique that involves math is, say if you wanted to do a melody that's even faster than this, like... Right, that's fine. Like if you wanted one pattern to go faster, you can just pick the tempo here and like multiply the tempo by 2. So 120 times 2 is 240. Yeah, if you wanted to do like things like really fast hi-hats or glissandos and things like that, then you're gonna have to multiply. You're gonna have to do math. Just answered my thought question. I'm on it. There's a certain number you have to use to make triplets, because you can't make triplets normally using this pattern. It's probably 1.5, I think. 120 times 1.5 is 180. So let me try doing triplets on this pattern here. It should be like this. Oh, I need to change the step count too. I'll just do 24 for now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, wait, that looks good. The drum kit should stay the same tempo with the pattern 2 and pattern 3. Perfect. So now this whole pattern is set up so you can use triplets. So if I do this, I'm gonna change this pattern to the same thing. You should be able to hear the difference. There, the triplets, right? Since there's like another space. So things can get pretty quick. Yeah, it's nice. I should talk about inputting notes now. You can place notes down like this. You can also hold the note down like this and drag it to make those longer chords. When you're on the draw selection, you can also just drag it like that. If you choose copy, you can pick a note and then just drag it to copy the note. Erase erases them all if you tap it, and then if you can slide like that to erases selection. If you want to lower things down by an octave, go to the higher note. Then you can move it down to the lower octave from the highest note, like that. If you wanted to bring it up an octave, find the lowest note, like here, and bring it up. And then you can bring this up after so it doesn't conflict. Now, if you want to get more detailed with your sound designing, you can adjust the velocity of the notes too. So say I wanted to do something like this. I'll solo it. Right? And if I wanted to manage that properly, instead of going through all of these, right, and doing it for all of them, let me just erase all of these and use the copy tool to bring it over. Copy all 4 of these now. Oh, that's too much. Oh, I can get rid of that. Yeah, notes can overlap in this program too, so watch out for that. And you can also adjust the gate of the notes as well, so like the length of the notes. Oh, and they're like increments too, they're incremental. Right, earlier I dragged the note and it became longer, but if you wanted to fine tune the details, you can adjust the gate here. You can make them really short, like 0.25. What's really cool is it solves the note getting cut off at the end of the pattern by allowing you to extend the gate. Korg Gadgets does not support this. Yeah, that's one of the cool things I like about Korg M01D. I'll try to showcase that after this bit. So yeah, if you want to give your song a little bit more complexity, I guess, you can adjust the gate of all the notes here too. Now, the thing that Drexigar was talking about, notes can extend past the pattern as well. Let me get strings here. So I didn't drag the notes, but what I can do is I can select all of them and change the gate, like this. I'll change it to 16 because that's the highest for this pattern. Yeah, you hear it resets when it goes to 1. Let me add a kick here too, so you can hear. Or just a drum kit. If we go to pattern 16, it should stop. Like that, yeah. But the cool thing about this is that gate can't be contained. You can't contain the gate. So we can go outside the gate, increase this to, let's say, 32. So if this is 32 instead of 16, it covers 2 bars now. It still resets here. But if I go to pattern 6, which has nothing in it, the note is still held into the next pattern. How you use that is up to you, but it's really neat. It's really neat. It still counts towards the polyphony and everything as well. Yeah, the polyphony over here, you can keep an eye on it over here with the voicing, the voice number here. I'll just reiterate, the maximum polyphony in Korg M01D is 24. So that's a huge step up from the original Korg M01 days, where the max polyphony was only 12. Doubling that was so nice. Power of the 3DS, yeah. Oh, I gotta fix the mixer. Oh, the mixer! I didn't talk about the mixer yet. Guitar's kind of quiet, I'll turn it up. There we go. So the default effects on Korg M01 is the reverb. We can adjust it here too. You can adjust the amount of reverb in the song. You can adjust how fast the reverb is. You can also set up delay, which is also very cool. Yeah, you can do some adjustments with it. Left and right ratio is for panning. So that's a cool one to mess around with. The hits and the chords. You'd expect this to be like just one sound, right? When you audition a sound and you hear it, you think, oh, that's the sound I'm gonna get. But yeah, you can change the pitch of these when you go to the piano roll. Let me bring out dance hits first. Glissando is for Eurobeat initial D style music. Ah, okay, yeah. See, wait, this one goes up. Yeah, this is what I wanted to share. Wait, what? Still glissando. What? Right? If you change the octave of the sound using the octave buttons here or the left and right on the circle pad, you have a whole set of sounds to use on one instrument. These are all the same instrument. I'm just going up and down the octave. Same goes for these other ones too. Guitar chord was one that I was thinking about. If you change the octave. You got chords down here too. You don't even have to use like multiple notes. See here, I'm just adjusting the gate to get the right feel for the song. 1.5 is a little too much. I can adjust the velocity of these to give it some oomph. Let me just quickly add a bass line. Let me add some muted guitars to this too. Check out the guitar elements in the drum kits. Guitar elements. A, yeah, right? So if you want to add more texture to your guitar sounds, give it some realistic feel. Okay, yeah, things can get pretty wacky. That sounds too major. KAOSS Pad is so awesome. Oh, there is something I forgot to mention. Okay, when it comes to the KAOSS Pad, yeah, I did mention you can input notes using the KAOSS Pad as well. The drum kit also has KAOSS Pad compatibility. And when I was streaming Korg M01 last time, or Korg M01D last time, I found out that there are 9 different zones on here. If you want to quickly make a drum kit for your song, just go to the KAOSS Pad end. This is the bottom left corner. Like I said, there's nine different zones. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I guess this one is the least intensity. We'll go to the next zone. We got the open hi-hat there. The last zone over here. Oh, these are for fills. Okay. If you press the KAOSS set option over here, you can choose from all of these different patterns. So let's say if you wanted a house beat. Actually, since I'm using the default drum kit, how about we just do a rock pattern? Wonder what that sounds like. Whoa, that's so fast. Wait, let me test the drum and bass drum kit then. D&B? The D&B kit. Okay, let's hear it, let's hear it. Whoa, wait a sec. Oh, the fills! Let me record that. Oh, I guess it just records automatically. You can press it anytime. Okay, yeah, okay. It doesn't start when you press the touch screen. It's recording a pattern through the whole thing. Uh-oh, wait, what happened to the reggae beat? But I guess that calls it for Korg M01D. There's a lot of stuff you can do with it. Hopefully it becomes a lot easier to use Korg M01D. It's pretty fun. I like using it too. If there's anything I'm missing, I'll be sure to mention it later. But we'll call it here for tonight. Bring it back next time. Talk to y'all later. Good night, good night.